Penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Inside the United States Capitol, during the most watched political event of the year, something happened that stopped the entire country cold. A sitting United States Congresswoman stood up, pointed directly at the President of the United States, and screamed,
Penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens.
And the President of the United States fired back, not with facts, not with answers, but by calling her party crazy and accusing them of stealing elections.
They're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
But here is the question nobody is asking loudly enough. 2 American citizens are dead, killed by federal agents working under this administration. And the president stood at that podium for over an hour and said absolutely nothing about them. So who is really out of control here? Stay with us, because this story is far bigger than what you saw on the headlines. Every year, the President of the United States delivers what is called the State of the Union Address, a speech to Congress and the American people laying out the condition of the country and the administration's plans going forward. On February 24, 2026, President Donald Trump walked into that House chamber knowing it would be a battleground. Democrats came in with a clear strategy: stay silent, stay disciplined, and do not make yourselves the story. Party leadership had repeatedly warned their members, do not react, do not use props, do not hand Trump a distraction. And for the most part, they held that line. Even when Rep. Al Green was physically escorted out of the chamber in the opening moments, for the second year in a row, the rest of the Democrats stayed seated, arms crossed, faces stone cold. For a full hour, it looked like the strategy was working. Then Trump went there. He singled out the state of Minnesota, calling it a stunning example of Democratic fraud. He blamed the state's Somali community and then used a word that hit like a grenade. He called them pirates.
In the past 9 months, 0 illegal aliens have been admitted to the United States. But we will always allow people to come in legally, people that will love our country and will work hard to maintain our country. But when it comes to the corruption that is plundering, it's plundering America. There's been no more stunning example than Minnesota, where members of the Somali community have pillaged an estimated $19 billion from the American taxpayer. Oh, we have all the information.
He then turned to the entire Democratic side of the chamber and declared that the government's #1 duty is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens. That was the moment. The strategy was over. Ilhan Omar, a Somali-American woman who represents a Minnesota district who came to this country as a refugee, was not going to sit silently through that. She stood up, she pointed at Trump, and she shouted,
Penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens.
Her voice cutting through the entire chamber.
And you should be ashamed of yourself.
Rashida Tlaib joined in, objecting loudly to Trump's characterization of immigrants and their communities. The chamber erupted. And Trump's response? Did he address the accusation? Did he bring up any facts? No. He accused Democrats of cheating in elections without a single piece of evidence, and then said, These people are crazy. I'm telling you, they're crazy. Now let's talk about what Trump did not say, because this is the part that matters most. Omar was not just yelling out of anger, she was talking about real people. Renée, a mother, shot and killed by a federal ICE agent on January 7, 2026, during Trump's immigration crackdown in Minnesota. Pretti, a 37-year-old VA nurse, shot multiple times by U.S. Border Patrol agents on January 24, 2026. Both were American citizens, not undocumented immigrants, not criminals, American citizens, killed by agents of the federal government operating under this administration's orders. Trump spent that entire speech crediting his immigration policies as a historic success. He talked about sealing the border, about mass deportations, about making America safe again. He never once said the names Renée or Pretti. Not once. That is what Ilhan Omar was responding to. Not politics, not performance, real deaths, real Americans, real silence from the president. 2 Americans are dead. The president stood at the most powerful podium in the world and said nothing about them. So you tell us, who is really out of control? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if this story matters to you, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video because this is exactly the kind of story that needs to be heard. We will see you in the next one.